thing is leaking really bad. I just don't see where it's coming from. Yikes. It's all around. I'm gonna have to pull it. Alright, the first thing I noticed is neither of the toilet bolts were tight. Second, this is about a 1/4 inch below the finished floor. I'm surprised there's no leak downstairs. This is on the second floor. I gotta clean this up. I gotta get my shop vac. I'm gonna clean all this up real quick. Alright, that was one of the nastiest things I've ever cleaned up. By far. That was disgusting. So this is kind of an odd flange. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why we have that lip. Can you see that little lip? I don't know why that's there. This is just a stainless steel. Okay, we have a few different options here. You have where you push this down into the pipe, which I'm likely going to use. You have this option, which is just spacers, which I would not use in this instance because this method is the most likely to leak, because you just put these on top of the flange and then you silicone these together. Whereas this, the toilet flushes into this, so there's no chance of leaking. And then of course you have this is the set right. This is the set right flange. All right, I just set this in here temporarily, and honestly, I'm not happy with it being this low. So what I'm gonna do is just take this out. Ugh. And then I'm gonna put a spacer right here. Okay, the way this works is this is just gonna sit in there like that. You can silicone it if you want, but it's really not necessary because this is going on the original flange, and then this one is going to be pushed in over this. This is acting as a spacer and nothing more. So there's really no leak points with this because of this. Now if we were stacking, if I was going to put another one of these on top of this, then your leak point would be right here around the ring, but I don't know if you can see that, but these things, that little groove lip thing right there, they're designed to interlock, but you still silicone it. But I don't use that method on a second floor in a crawl space. If this was on the first floor, I wouldn't be too worried about it. But so that's gonna sit like that. And we're gonna put our bolt in to the original flange, like that. Right, like that. Come on, guy. Right, like that. And then, boom. Boom. Actually, you know what? I take that back. Sorry. I'm gonna put this on first. I'm gonna put it through the dog ears. But before I do that, I want to measure. So that's not quite 12. Okay. So now we're just slightly above the finished floor. I think if I would have added another spacer, it would have been too high, but this is just barely above. There's just a slight lip, which is perfect. No worries there. I can use a thick wax. At the very least, you want to be level with the finished floor, at the very least, but ideally 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch above the finished floor. And this is, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of an inch. So, all right, now it's just a matter of sink some screws in here and then reset the toilet. All right, now before you put toilet bolts, you just go around and see if any of these will fit, and it doesn't appear so. The floor is pretty level. When the floor is uneven, you'll easily be able to get some of these under there. The floor, no, we don't need to shim it at all. All right, well, that's good. So next step. I like these from Sioux Chief. These are good. Like that. That. The reason I like these is they're threaded caps, and this side fits into the little opening right here, which I really like, so they don't move around. So you just stick them in there like that. Like that, there you go. Boom. Right like that. Love it. Absolutely love it. And then these are much bigger, so you don't have to cut them, and they thread on. You don't have to cut the bolts. It's freaking amazing. Sioux Chief. And there you have it. Small bead of silicone around. Let the back open. New supply hose. I've already flushed it several times. No leaks. That's it.